Okay, good morning, good morning. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Come on. Somebody type. Nobody's typing. Can you hear me? Hello? Okay, good. Okay, we got a yes. Okay. Okay. What are we going to start with? Let's start with, are you smiling? so, so very rarely, here's the thing, and to become like Sam, and to become smart with news, and to have the ability to call these things or even think about this stuff, okay? Uh, to think about this stuff, hold on. Okay. Uh, okay. Uh, so, hold on, I'm getting texts and stuff. So, a week ago, maybe a week and a half ago, Trump came out and said you should buy SPY. Now, if you paid attention to him, $1 went to 300. $1 went to 300, not 200, not 100, to 300. On the Nasdaq, $4 went to 1.2 million. It went to $1,200. $4 went to $1,200. Okay. So yesterday, Besson comes out and he says this is unsustainable. The tariffs. There's no trade happening, guys. If you're, let's say you're Lulu, just making up stuff. Say you're Lulu and you're buying $50 pants. You're going to pay 200% tariffs. You're not even going to pay 100% tariffs. You're going to leave them at the dock. There's no trades happening. He said it's an embargo. There's no trade happening at all. Nothing happening. Nobody is paying the tariffs. So trade comes to a halt. And so let's say you get a shipping container in from China, and that shipping container has to be unloaded. So they're going to unload it, and they're going to charge Jack's company an extra $100,000 for tariffs. Well, he doesn't have that $100,000, and he says, I don't want that product right now. I'll get it whenever. So then they have to either put that back into the storage container or put it in a warehouse, if they have warehouses, and then put the storage container back. Then, so let's say they put it back into the storage container, and I don't know how it works. I'm just making up stuff. Sam dreams this stuff up. So they put it back in the storage container, and they put that storage container somewhere. And let's say 2 weeks later, you say, I want my stuff. How long is it going to take you? Probably going to take you another 2 weeks or 3 weeks to get it. So if it takes you another 3 weeks to get it, by then you're laying off people. That means a massive, massive, massive recession. Okay? Okay, so now you learn that. Okay? So now when Besson said that, unsustainable, that means he was telling you Trump is going to say something to stop this. So all he has to do is say a pause, or it's not going to be. He came out and he said it's not going to be 145%. Okay? And the market rips 100 points. Sam says NASDAQ can go anywhere between 300-400 up and 2,000 up. So Sam buys the 18,600s. Okay? And they're gonna open at $300, $200 to $300 from 26. But not only that, Meta exploding, Lilly exploding, Coin exploding, MicroStrategy exploding, Tesla exploding, now exploding, Microsoft exploding. You got to be an absolute moron. Think about the absolute idiots that are following people that are telling them, "Oh, we can go down tomorrow." How can you go down if Besson just told you there's something very, very bad and we need to fix this? Maybe it didn't happen today. Maybe then it would have happened today or tomorrow. But, I mean, think of the balls of Sam has balls just saying, He's posting on public Twitter. Hundreds of thousands of people are like, who the hell is this guy saying 30% chance Trump's going to say this? Actually, I put 30%, but I was more like 80%. Why? Because Trump told you to buy SPY. That means Besson's telling you. So let's go to the next one. So let's say, now let me tell you here, Besson talks at 9. He can screw this up. Market can go negative. And the NASDAQ can go negative. Be very, very careful here. If Trump comes out and says we're lowering the tariffs 145 or 245, whatever it is, 145 to 100%, the market's going to go negative today. We want him to say nothing. If he says 20% tariffs, market's going to go up 300 SPX. NASDAQ's going to go up 1,500. But if he says 100% tariffs, market will go negative and you will get smoked. So just understand that. He could say that. We don't know what he's going to say. Okay? He didn't say it's going to zero. But right now, think about if you're somebody that has product coming in and a port, and he says it's not going to be 145% tariff, are you going to pay? Or are you going to say keep it there till we figure this out? No trade happening today either. Now, Besson, why is he talking at 9? I don't know. Is there something really bad happening in there? Just understand that. I don't know if he has the power to QE. If he has the power to QE and he says we're going to start QE, the rates will plummet. The market may or may not like that. Probably will like it. But just understand, he can reverse the market today too. So you're going to have insane winners. But if Trump doesn't open his mouth, or he opens his mouth and he says 25 or 30% tariffs, then all of a sudden we're up 1,000 at NASDAQ. Okay? But this is why Sam is just better. You come up with scenarios. It's not even hard. It's just how you think. And the problem is nobody thinks like me. Okay? So just understand that. Yesterday, MicroStrategy, Bitcoin finally breaking 90,000. Why wouldn't you buy coin? I don't care that coin has been shit for 12 weeks. It's been so bad, it's garbage. We took it off the screen. But then when it finally broke 90,000, Sam, you got to buy coin. The 290, 250s we bought at 2 are going to be 12. The 295s we bought at 1 are going to be 4. And if it takes out 200 with 4s and Bitcoin takes out 97, you may get 107 by Friday. That takes coin to 222. That takes $2 to 25. Now, nobody's saying that happens, but that it's opportunity. And then let's talk about opportunity in the one stock. What is the one stock? Here's a quiz. That's been telling you it's been acting wrong, telling you that the market, Trump is going to stop all this. Well, there's one stock that's been telling you this, that all this was going to stop. What stock is that? Come on. Starts with a C. Then it's an O. Let me just spell it. Costco, guys. Costco was at 880 and the CEO came on and he said, on the call, he said, tariffs are really going to hurt us really, really bad. The stock went to 880. 880. Meanwhile, Trump then raises tariffs 3 times. So that means Costco's are going to get hurt even worse. It's going to get from really, really bad to really, really, really bad to really, really, oh, wow, we're destroyed, to really, really, oh, shit, this is bad. And the stock went up $100. Costco went up $100 while that's all happening. So why would that happen? Because people in the know said this is not sustainable. It's not going to happen. They're going to change it. And they did. And they did. So that was the tell. Okay? Interesting. Look at Meta. So let me tell you about analysts, guys. You want I could go on for hours, but I'm not going to stop here in a minute. I'm going to tell you about analysts. The amount of stupidity on Twitter and Wall Street is at an all-time high. Okay, some analyst comes out and says Meta's going to lose $7 billion in revenue from this. Okay, I don't have no problem with that. But why the hell are you telling me that 6 weeks after the stock went from 740 to 480? It dropped 240 points, more than 240 points, 260. It's down 260 points. Now you're telling me they're going to lose $7 billion in revenue? If you tell me $7 billion in revenue, they're going to lose at 740, I would tell you, okay, stock's worth 650. 650. It's at 500. That news was so bullish because that analyst is a moron, complete moron. Tell me what they're going to lose 6 months after the stock gets cut in half. Okay? Interesting. Look at NOW today. NOW is going to report today, and they're going to lose a shitload of business to the government. The news is terrible. It's terrible. Maybe it goes to 650. Who knows? But let me tell you, the stock was at 1,200. It's down 400 points. It's factored in probably. Maybe it doesn't go up, but it's hard to buy something like that. So understand that, okay? Understand that. This is trading, and if you want to become great, you can become great. And if you want to become rich, you can become rich if you learn to think like Sam. Okay? Very simple. And the room is that good. The room. The chat room, I post so many comments. I understand people on Twitter and all that stuff. But I'm telling you, if you want to become excellent, get in the room, keep your mouth shut. Everybody gets in their room, people like they want to talk, and Sam just shuts them up. I mean, you don't know who these people are. This is not your ordinary room. This is Sam's room. Sam's room. Sam just knows shit. And you have an opportunity to learn. Come in and learn. Yesterday, the market was up 109. I'm in the movies. I'm literally got message after message and phones ringing off the hook. And, you know, it's on silent. And it's just ringing. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? And I just watched the whole movie and I got out and I'm like, hold on. And then, so it's up 109 and it goes down up 70. Oh, it's going down again. You know why? The morons are selling it. You have news coming today. I don't know what Besant's going to say. He could take this thing up 250 SPX, NASDAQ up 1,000 or 1,500. The ones we got are going to open at 300 from 26, but they could easily be 1,000. I don't know, but they could easily be zero too. Interesting, right? Interesting. So understand that and trade and learn. And you can learn and become great, and you can make a shitload of money. But you got to play with profits. You got to expect zero. You got to know right now that Besant can change the market. Some moron, I know somebody's going to tell me something today, Sam, I didn't sell it at 300, it went to 20. I'm like, okay, too bad. That's what you get from me. You get honesty and real answers. Okay, let's get going here. SPX up 135. So that puts SPX at 5,410. So this guy in the room sent me a message yesterday. He had the 5,400 calls for today. And you know my comment to him? I said, and they were at $1. I'm like, that's a long way. They're going to open at 50. Not from $1. Very nice trade. Okay, I think he sold them, but anyway, he took his profit. 54.52 is a beast number. Through there, 5,500, 56.60 if Trump takes all the tariffs off. Okay? Underneath, this is very straightforward. Okay? 5,300, 53.52, 53.52 at 53.52 downside. and then 5,300. Avago. So now the chips are going. The market, the NASDAQ has been relatively weak because the chips were lower. Now the chips are going. 181, 209. Underneath 161 is 152. NVIDIA, 106, 109, 113. Underneath is 97 and 94. Coin, 201, 203, 209, 216, 231. Okay? Underneath is 191, 188. It took out the 193 beast. Lilly is at 850. At the money is 12. You're going to get $12 for those from 3. Manage your account. They're rocking. 863, 891. Apple, 209, 213. So if all the tariffs were to come off, Apple was at 222. Now there's a guy in the room that loaded Apple at 38 cents. He's like, Sam, I need money to buy a ring. Okay, he's got his money to buy a ring. Let's see. Okay, ISRG, ripping. ISRG was down $40 after earnings last night. Now it's up $40. Okay, 552. Meta, 552, 572. I told people in the room yesterday, I said the 570s are dirt cheap at 3. They're going to be 10. And they could go to 60 if Meta rips. Okay? Not today. Carvana, 229, 231 under 219. Netflix, 1076. Goldman Sachs, 552, 572 under 509. AppLovin, it broke 244. If this takes out 270, it can go absolutely nuts. Now, if this CEO was smart, let me tell you, somebody go get a hold of the App CEO and say, guy, call Sam, pay him $1 million, and he's going to give you a 10-minute phone call, and your stock will go to 350, and you'll make $1 billion. Go tell this AppLovin CEO this, because all he needs to do, if he has the numbers, you have 3 short reports. If his numbers are good, he should pre-announce them. This will go to 350 to 400 so fast it'll make your head spin. It doesn't matter if the company's shit. We don't care. We just care if he has the numbers. Okay? Costco, 1009, MicroStrategy, 372, 400. If it takes out 97, if 100 comes this week, MicroStrategy can go right through 400. Microsoft, 392. Tesla, Elon, 272, 279. NOW, 852 up, 752 down. And Baba told you yesterday everything was running. Okay, hope you liked the call. Whew. Sam doesn't even prepare. He just rolls in bed all night long looking at stocks for no reason. Everybody have a great trading day. See you, chat.